I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quite so thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, but there's logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grieving. Put your foot on the gas, no, never stop competing, yeah.
I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep 'em out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness?
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to MK Headlines episode number 78, and boy, we have a good show for you today. I'm here with my co-host Further AM, Tom States, and Next Shift Randy. How's everyone doing?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm ecstatic right now. It's about time. Cheers. If you guys know, you know.
Yep, Eagles traded for Buda Baker. That right? Nah.
Dude, if that happened, I would have been more excited right now if that happened. If that happened, bro, I would have been like, Doc Rivers finally gets fired. Hallelujah. I changed my Twitter name. It is over. Yo, what is good, Joe Castro? What is good, man? Thank you for stopping by.
What's
But
up?
we're here to talk about the Eagles schedule. So I'm pretty sure you guys seen the schedule. What is the number one game that you're looking forward to the most? For me, it's the Niners.
Okay.
Whoever wants to.
Gannon. I want to beat on his ass. Like pause, but you know, I just want to destroy that man.
Who?
Gannon.
Oh,
Cardinals.
Oh, Cardinals. Yeah, the Gannon revenge game. The headache that he caused this franchise either during the season and for us fans also, but the bullshit that he pulled. You know, the tampering stuff that didn't sit too well in my stomach. So, yeah, I can't wait for that game. But obviously, there's a lot more important ones. But for me, I got that one marked down in my head for sure.
All right. What about AM? What about you?
That's a hard one. There's so many good games.
I'm guessing you're going to say the Chiefs.
Cowboys. Fuck the Cowboys. That's always a good game, and I fucking want to beat both times this year. I'm sick of putting one loss up on the calendar every single year. I just want to dominate them this year. Who does it?
I thought you were going to say the Chiefs. No? All right. Tom, what about you?
No, what I was going to say, though, hold up, but no one was going to accept the answer. Chiefs in the Super Bowl round 2 whoop their ass.
Yeah.
okay. I like that.
Maybe later, Rob. Hey, what is up, Paul? How
That's
you
a
doing,
hypothetical.
man?
What's up, Paul?
What up, man? So, Tom, what is your number one game?
I'm gonna have to go with.
Fuego in the
I got two. I got Week 6 against the Jets because I got tickets over the weekend, sitting end zone for that game in MetLife, 2 rows off the field. Yes, you heard it Here
So we
first.
might potentially catch you saying "fuck you, Rogers."
Right there. So you guys look for me on TV.
You know I will. I'll definitely be watching for sure.
MetLife, October 15th. Can't wait. And then week 7 against the Miami Dolphins. I got good seats for that. It's not lower level, but it's at the link. It's the first pair of tickets that I got. Me and my cousin are going, and I got them for a really good price. For the same row in that section is about $120 more expensive now than we got ours for. So it's kind of on the side. Almost, it's upper level, but almost at the 50th.
How you got tickets already?
Go on StubHub, Vivid Seats.
Oh, really?
SeatGeek.
Yes, any of those, they're resell, and I just scope every day, every like couple hours to see if there's the value I can get. So my dad also lives.
Go to that Dolphins game because it's ironic you said that because my cousins are also Dolphin fans.
There you go.
And I hate it because they went to the Super Bowl in 2004 and didn't take me against Tom Brady in 2004 where we lost, and it was down in Jacksonville.
Yeah, I'd love it if you went to that game. It'd be awesome.
I know they had tickets.
You should.
I didn't get to go.
But
they were Dolphin fans. It's not like their team was even playing, you know?
Yeah, I mean, this year you got to get to the week 7 Eagles, Dolphins in the links, Sunday Night Football. Like, doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah.
So I'm also going to the Bucks game, week 3 in Tampa Bay. My dad lives in Florida. I think I might have said that already, but we got the
you're going to the beach. Nice.
Yep.
I'm
sitting
right by the golf.
Got a couple games already. Still need my home opener tickets and still need my Cowboys tickets and probably Giants on Christmas too with my family. But yeah, that's going to be a really fun season. But yeah, I'd say the Jets and Dolphins so far because I got good seats to both games, back-to-back weeks. It's good matchups too. I really want to see how the Eagles play against that division. So those are 2 good teams. I can't wait.
My guy Rob might be going to the Cardinals and Eagles. So.
That's the cheapest game on the schedule right now. So I'm telling you, I scope out tickets every day. I check every single game. So that's good value right now because it'll mean something. It's going to be Jonathan Gannon. We're probably going to be trying to clinch the 1 seed at that point, and we can smash them into the dirt. And tickets are good prices right now. So if you want to go to that game, hop on.
See, and these guys are making it hard for us for me not wanting to fucking move and live there.
Look at that.
I know. Come on, Randy. You're welcome.
Yep.
Big fat grinder hoagie on me, dude.
Just visit. Visit first. You got to visit first.
Yeah. Go about the area.
Visiting, I might not return, so that's the issue. I might just stay. It might be a lifer.
He's gonna go fraud on his passport, and then the customs is gonna have to come searching for him after 90 days.
I'll lose a whole bunch of weight. I'll become skinny. I'll just become jacked, fully tattooed, all the way up to my eyelids and stuff. People won't know.
Yeah. Canadian embassy is gonna be looking. Where is Randy?
We're looking for this fat guy from Canada that says A lot. Yeah.
He keeps saying "Go Birds."
Go Birds.
Oh my God, I'm done. I can't believe it. I thought you guys, if the Chiefs were home, if they were coming to the link, would you guys want to go to that one? I would have right out of the gate. I think that'll be my one game.
I actually went and saw them in 2021 come to the link, and they beat the living hell out of us that game too. They put up like 50 on us. You guys remember that, right?
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts first season. They didn't even punt. They didn't punt the whole game.
Nope.
Wow.
No, that was the growing joke with the announcers. They're like, "Is the punter ever going to see the field today?"
Yeah, that was insane. I was at that game. It was pretty rough. It was pretty damn rough.
Yeah. So let's start by talking about the Patriots. I mean, they're honoring the guy. I'm not going to say his name, but how do you guys feel about the game? I feel like it's a win. If we lose this game, something's wrong.
I will say there is a bit of from me as a fan. I feel there's a bit of disrespect. The fact that they put an NFC champion on the road and not at home for the first game of the season. I don't understand it, but it is what it is. We're home the next game, but it's like, you guys know how I feel about Tom Brady, and they're honoring the damn prick, so it is what it is. But we're gonna wipe.
I didn't say his name.
Oh man, I actually have a theory about this Patriots game and honoring Tom Brady. This would be like if the Spurs honored Tim Duncan right now. Like nobody on the Patriots, right? Nobody, you know what I mean? Nobody on the Patriots right now is connected to him. It's not like it's Julian Edelman and Gronk still on the team and they're like grinding for Brady. The Brady legacies are in the past at this point. So I don't think the players are going to feel any more motivated for that game and want to win for Tom Brady at all. Like I think it's more for the fans, you know what I mean? So their fans will be a little riled up for the Tom Brady thing, but their players are just going to go out there and play a regular game. And like, might even be a little annoying to some of them that it's all about Tom Brady and they're like opening against a really good football team. So they're going to have their hands full. I'm interested to see how Hurts plays against the Bill Belichick defense, but I don't think those players are going to be too fired up for Tom Brady. They barely even played with the guy. So I think we go in there and we handle business.
Well, with anything about the Matt Patricia signing, if he's able to like bring any type of info over, who knows? Maybe something will be able to help. So, like you said,
who knows?
Yeah,
who knows? Actually, here's a funny thing on the Hardcore Sports Network. I put up this short with Next Shift Randy and AK Eagles, the founder of Hardcore Sports, and they were talking about what is Bill Belichick doing, right? Like, what is he doing with the draft and everything? I got this comment saying, like, I'm sure that Bill Belichick doesn't draft the players. I'm like, he has a say. I didn't respond because that was just stupid.
Yeah, like, he does.
How do you not have a say?
Who doesn't remember? Who doesn't remember the draft where it was his dog at the computer and everybody thought the dog was making the picks? They're like, "Oh my god, the dog just made that pick!" But it was like
honestly forgot about that. I forgot about that.
Got off from the table or whatever. So you're right. He definitely has a say. He's definitely probably saying, "Listen, I could do X, Y, and Z with these so and so's." Versus if you guys go get this guy, I'll tell you right now, he might just sit on the bench. So he's definitely got some kind of pull for sure when it comes to the players being drafted.
Yeah, I mean. Tom, you were saying?
I said every coach in the league should have some sort of, hands-on with the draft. And that's what I loved Andy Reid for. So same thing with Bill Belichick. I mean, those guys are locked in. And I see the same thing with Sirianni. He seems really, kind of locked in on film, watching film and looking at guys. So that's the kind of coach I like. I felt like that was missing with Doug Peterson. That's a whole different story, but we can just move on to week 2 before I get into a Doug Peterson rant.
Yeah, but for me, honestly, with this whole thing with the Patriots, Matt Patricia, and all that, I think it's for the storyline for the Patricia. That's the only reason they did it. Like, oh, he left. Now he's with the Eagles. Let's see where it can go from here. And that's the only thing I got to say about that, except for the fact Mac Jones is not that good of a quarterback. I don't know what they see in him. Didn't they draft another one? Or am I mistaken?
This year, no.
Mac Jones? Yeah. Oh, no. That's their guy. They got to probably roll with him again just because he's first-round pick. And, yeah, they don't have another guy. So
I don't.
And their backup plays better than sometimes he does. So
yeah,
who's their backup again?
Bailey Zappi.
Yeah,
oh my god. I forgot about Zappi. Yeah, I think he's better than Mac Jones.
Yeah, our defensive line is going to come out there and just tear him up. So
the only guy, I'm not saying the only guy, but there is fellows on the Patriots that we have to be careful of. And Matthew Judon has proven almost, I think it's 3 years or 4 years in a row that guy can get after the quarterback. It doesn't matter who he seems to line up against. He ends up with double-digit sacks every year. So if there's anything that our O-line's got to take care of, which I'm not having any issues with or worries about, barring any injuries, knock on wood. Yeah, like we'll be fine. But it's just Matthew Judon can be a game wrecker. I've seen it happen. I've watched some of the games. So
yeah. Now for the next game, the Minnesota Vikings. Now, AM and we were live for when Doc Rivers got fired. We were just celebrating, and I get this alert saying like the Minnesota Vikings took off Dalvin Cook from their Twitter banner and put Alexander Madison.
Ooh.
Does that mean he's going to get cut? Because they were talking about that like a month ago. So if that happens, like, how do you guys feel about that? Dalvin Cook being gone from the Vikings.
That's good for us playing them Thursday night Football, which I find is the most disrespectful home opener for an NFC champion of all time. Getting a home opener on a short week against the same exact team we played in our home opener week 2 last year. It's just it's honestly, I'll tell you what, I've been to a lot of home openers, a whole hell of a lot. I don't think I missed a home opener in like maybe 20 years or so. No, maybe like 17 years, something like that.
That's loyalty.
I'm less hype about this home opener than maybe any home opener ever. This is the least hype home opener I could ever think of. Thursday night football against the same bum-ass team that we beat last year. Come on.
Yeah. No, it's true. He's not lying. It's like they haven't gotten any better in a sense if you think about their roster. You know,
come on, Thursday night football.
Didn't they make a trade? Didn't they just make a trade or something?
Thursday night football, especially on top of all that, if you think about historically, Thursday night football games not being the greatest of games to watch, and then putting the Eagles on that list to start it off the season.
Yeah,
you're right, Tom. It is it's like a slap in the face.
I don't even want to go, but I don't want my streak to end of not missing a
Wow, dude. And after we saw Darius Slay last year go off on the Vikings, I don't even want to. Do I have to mention what happened?
We killed him, and we're probably going to do it again because
and they deserve it. The only thing I'm looking forward to is just watching the success of their tight end. That's the only person I don't hate on their team. Everyone else can go to hell, but I'll give their tight end.
It's the first time we're playing against Hawkinson on the Vikings. Yeah,
right. That's the only person he gets a pass.
Because the last time
I think he's a great tight because I'm a tight end, and when I played football, I just like tight ends, so I give tight ends passes. But like, he's a great tight end.
Irv Smith is playing on the Bengals, and he's now Joe Burrow's #1 tight end. So it's kind of ironic.
Watch the Vikings not even utilize him, just like how they had Dalvin Cook and they didn't utilize it week 2 and last year. So go ahead and get rid of Dalvin Cook. It don't even matter.
Pretty decent.
You had Justin Jefferson, and we destroyed that. He didn't get a touch barely the whole game.
Yep. He got shut down. He got shut down.
The whole team got shut down. Darius Slay himself shut the team down.
I think Justin Jefferson is going to get shut down again.
It was a massacre. I love
their leading rusher was their quarterback, Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. Now, who's their wide receiver that they drafted? It wasn't Flowers, was it?
Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, wait, we got Jordan. Oh, my God. We have 2 Addisons now, but I mean, how do you guys feel going up against Addison? I mean, I've been hearing he's good.
He is. He's good. It'll be a good matchup for us.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
That's fine.
I'm not worried.
Yeah.
I'm not worried either with Bradbury.
In order to get those boys the ball, the quarterback's got to be off his ass. So, I mean, we'll be fine.
Exactly.
Wasn't there some statistic about Kirk Cousins on Thursday night primetime?
He's just not good at primetime at all.
He's not good on any prime times further. Kirk Cousins.
So there we go. He's going to be Thursday night bore time because it's going to be Kirk Cousins and he's going to get destroyed by the Eagles in prime time.
Yeah,
it's Philly.
I can see that being a blowout. Monday night, though, against Tampa the next week.
Yeah.
Another good receiving group. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. I mean, there it is. That's even better than overall than Jefferson and a rookie. I'll take the two veteran guys. So,
and if they end up keeping White, that defense too.
Yeah. But what does the quarterback need to throw the football, Randy? He needs time in the pocket, right? Just like you just said. And what are we going to do? We're going to get – I'm getting jacked up just looking at these games. We're going to get some pressure on these guys.
Yeah.
Jalen Carter, up Baker Mayfield's ass all Monday night. Come on.
What up, Cool Cat? AM, if you want to send in the link, you can.
And you know damn well that Baker Mayfield is going to want to feel a special way and play a special way. So he's going to try to do special things, roll out of the pocket and try to throw off his one leg and try to throw, and he's going to get either picked or it's either going to be tipped and picked again, or it's going to be not, you know what I mean? It's going to be a horrible game for him.
Yeah.
Horrible game.
Yep.
I question that signing right from the hop, but
Yeah, we got to get after quarterbacks this year again. That's the key to winning games. Like, you got it. We get after the quarterback in the Super Bowl, we win the Super Bowl. That's all I can say. So that's really the name of the game. We can talk all offense. Our offense is going to rumble. Like, you know that.
Yeah.
These guys have so many weapons. Hurts, you know what he does. It's really going to come down to pressuring the quarterback every week. If we do that, we win 13 games. We go back, we get the 1 seed, and we can do anything if we can rush the quarterback.
Yeah. Now, I'm just looking at the games before the bye week. The amount of good quarterbacks we're playing. I mean, you got Rodgers, you got Tua, I guess, and then I guess you could put Dak in there if you want to, like, because it's a rivalry. But other than that, it's nothing before the bye week, quarterback-wise.
Yeah, after the bye week.
Yeah.
It's after bye week. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
That games after the bye week is tough. Kansas City, Buffalo, you know.
Yeah. But for the Commanders, I mean, Sam Howell. I mean, come on.
One of our 3 1 p.m. games all season long. Like, that's incredible to be honest.
We only have 3? What?
We only have 3 1 p.m. games. Week 4, week 8, and both of them are against Washington, and then against Arizona, week 17. Every other game, 4 p.m. or at prime time.
Yeah, I got a question real quick. I don't mean to break anything, but we haven't even talked about this new guy we got, Charleston Rambo, who was a former teammate from Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we'll talk about him after.
He's also a kick returner. So
finally, can he be better than Covey or Covey?
So he's going to improve our special teams.
I was on run the ball.
I was watching Jimmy Smith's video, and he brought up his kick returning stats when he was in college, and then his kick returning stats when I think it was the XFL or the USFL he was playing in. Anyways, he brought up his, and he wasn't utilized much on there because he didn't need him because he had somebody else. But in college, he proved he can do it. So again, we'll see if the team uses him or not. But
yeah.
All right.
And then. I mean, do you guys have anything to say about
Rambo? That'd be fucking sick to have a Rambo on Philly.
Yeah, that would be funny. That'd be great. But
I'd get that jersey. I don't care if he doesn't play or not. I'd still get that jersey.
Oh my god, I would too. Do you guys have anything to say about the Commanders for this week or nah? Like, I got nothing.
Don't want to get too in depth about every game. It's going to be tough. The whole off season is still ahead, so we just touch on it.
Exactly. They got Eric Bieniemy, and then they got some weapons over there. So for the most part, we just got to be careful with all the teams that we're playing, and we should be fruitful in victory. And but if we mess around, we this year we will find out. So I mean, for the most part, we just got to be respectful and just do what we got do what the X's and O's that the coach teach. So.
Hey Doc Talk, what is up, man? Thank you for stopping by. All right, so basically, I don't want to talk about any more games besides the Jets before the bye. I mean, like, Jets are going to be good this year, I feel.
Jets and Dolphins. I think the Rams is a road trip, but Jets and Dolphins, man, they're both good teams. They're good teams. You got to watch out.
They got corners too.
They both play
safeties.
Yeah, they both play defense, and they both have offenses that can score points. So.
Yeah,
this would be interesting. The Jets have never beaten the Eagles.
Yeah,
could this be the year?
That's true too. Yikes!
And Breece Hall is expected to be back around like week 3 potentially or week 4, if they said unless he progresses in the next few months. They don't want to push it or force the issue. But shoot, if he ends up coming back fresh against us, look out too, right? So we got to be on our toes, boys.
Yeah.
What you said? Who are you talking about?
Sorry?
Who are you talking about? Oh, yeah, he's nasty. Yeah.
The running back there? Yeah. I think he would have been the offensive rookie of the year if he wouldn't have gotten hurt.
He was that guy. Gosh, that is going to be a tough game, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dallas is tough too. Dak always kills us, so he's healthy for week. Dak always kills us. So
that fucker, he always does it too. Yeah.
Week 9 against Dallas, 4:25 p.m. We got if we have Hurts and they have Dak, it would only be their second time playing against each other. In the first game, Hurts got beat pretty bad. 2021, we lost pretty bad against them when Dak and Hurts both played. And then last year, obviously, we had the backup, so didn't happen. That's going to be a tough. I mean, that's like getting a big it's getting a big time weight off our shoulders. Like if we could just beat that team with Dak, I just feel so good about that. Because to be honest, we haven't done it in forever. Since 2019, they haven't beat the Cowboys with Dak Prescott. And we all talk about how he's mediocre and all this, but plays well against us. So we got to go out there and I think we got to go out there and win. That's like a must win for me this year. Need to see him beat the Cowboys with Dak.
And I don't want like a 27-25 win. I want a 35-21 win. I want to feel like there's no excuses where they're like, well, you just snuck by. It's like, no, we put the boots to that ass. So no, I agree with you.
They need to get that team out of there. They have confidence against us. That's definitely something that could go a long way in the playoffs because out of all the NFC teams, the tough ones, out of all the tough teams in the league, Dallas plays the best against us. They don't play well against the 49ers. They don't. So we need to get that kind of off our back. There's other teams out there that make Dak look really bad, and we just haven't been able to do that. So we really need to figure out how to do that.
Well, let's hope Sean decides. Let's hope Sean decides the guy that does it. Yeah, let's hope Sean decides the guy that ends up unlocking the Da Vinci Code that we call Dak Prescott.
Well, the game that we did play against, we did win, and the one where Jalen Hurts was out and injured, and we had Minshew, and sadly, we got destroyed on Christmas Eve last year.
Yeah, it was a good.
Let's not let that happen this year. Let's get it both wins.
Yeah, it was a good game. That game, it was, we were putting up points, but letting up 40 on defense. I mean, it's the same thing with Dak Prescott.
With Gannon.
Yep.
We play really bad against them in Dallas. We are. I got a stat for you guys. We're 0-5 in our last 5 games against Dallas, in Dallas, and they averaged 38 points per game against us in those 5 games.
Yes, Volcano. I will be draft. I will be.
How many of those are prime time games?
Yeah, and that's another embarrassing thing. That's always on prime time. So we're always getting our ass kicked by them on prime time in Dallas.
Yeah. I mean,
I feel like it's on purpose too, man.
I mean, we got to get better. I'm pissed.
Well, we just got to play better. At this point, at the end, it's like boys got to look at themselves in the mirror and realize that they're playing for the crest on the front, not the name on the back at this point. So it's like show up and show out for the legends that played before you.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Now, let's talk about the Bills real quick because I honestly feel like they're taking a step back. So, Randy, I know you said that in the past, and I'm kind of agreeing with you on that. But it's with their running back situation. So, if you got anything else to add about that, Randy, go for it.
Oh, well, other than just and then the running back situation isn't terrible in the sense. I mean, they got Jared Cook and they went and got Damian Harris in the offseason, and he's proven to be a pretty serviceable running back, but not a great running back. But for me, their issues lie in the defensive side where players have gotten older. They really haven't had the draft picks because they've made moves in the past to shore up things, and doing so, you have to give up that capital. And then now, the offensive line needs a little bit of help. They, like I said, they lost guys in free agency, so I mean, it's not going to be the same team. There was a window for them. They had a 4 or 5 year window after Brady left, and they just weren't able to capitalize in the end. So I just feel like this year, a lot of people are going to hype them up, but I have my expectations tempered with them. I actually feel like they're going to take a step back.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that. That's a good prediction, honestly. I agree with that window thing. Eventually it's going to end. You can't run your division for so long and not capitalize. And now teams are getting better. Miami's getting better. The Jets are getting better.
Yep.
So the Bills are going to be up against it this year, but still going to be a tough game, I think. I mean, Josh Allen.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Josh Allen type of player that can go nuclear any game and give your defense a test and do things that a lot of guys can't. So that's another game. I really want to try to get to that game, but we'll see. Luckily, my fiance is actually off on November 5th and 26th from work. So I just say, let's go to those games. She'll probably be down. So hopefully I get to the Cowboys game and the Bills game because those are two games I really want to go to along with the ones I already got. So I'm hoping I'm going to be there, boys. I'm going to be hoping. So hopefully,
Sounds awesome.
Cheering for yourself, but on behalf of
I'm
us.
hoping too for you.
I have a quick question. When was the last time you went to an Eagles game?
All right, 2017, we went to the Super Bowl. The NFC championship.
Oh, wow.
Why'd you quit going to the game? Just personal, like just things were going on, or?
Yeah, I had to move. I went back to college and then graduated and then got a job, and I just haven't had time to get back all the way up to Philly, dude.
I didn't know you were in college. So I mean, I just didn't know what you were.
I was in college when I was driving. That's why it was so hard because I would have to drive all the way back to make Monday 8 a.m. classes. Okay. That's 7.5 hours. So right when the game was over, like I couldn't do primetime games. Yeah. Like I could only do 4 o'clock, and then right afterwards, I was like trying to be the first one to leave.
Yeah. So you're from Philly?
No, my dad is.
Okay, your dad is. Gotcha.
My dad's from North Philly.
Gotcha. Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
And Volcano, who do I think is going to get Victor Wembanyama? I'm going with the Rockets. I feel like they're going to somehow win the lottery.
That'd be nuts. That'd be a sick team.
Oh my God. Wembanyama.
I'm picking the Pistons. I think the Pistons are going to end up with number 1. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going Rockets, but I will not be surprised if the Thunder pull up some trade with all those picks.
Rockets, Spurs, and Pistons all have 14% chance to land the number 1 pick. So there's that window. But like Mitch just said, with all those picks that the Thunder have, I could definitely see them trying to pull off a blockbuster. They have the Twin Towers, as I like to call them, Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama.
Can you imagine that? Like 2 of those, it's just one big person. Like they're both skinny as hell.
It would almost seem unfair.
It would. It would. So, and then we got the Niners. I know I skipped the Chiefs, so we're going back to that.
End game. All right. For all those fans out there calling us cheap and dirty team for taking out their quarterback, and it's like, listen, that's your fucking 3rd string quarterback. Not our fault. You guys are made of rubber and you can just fall apart at will. Exactly. Listen, it's a pro-man league. If you can't stand up and take the pain, the front door, don't let it hit you on the way out.
Let's go. Exactly. Yeah. No, the Niners game is going to be good. It's going to be a crazy one.
That's the game I would love to go to.
I don't know. It's December. I'm trying to keep all my games out of December because it's
same here. That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Except December 25th. I want to do it. It's going to be a fun game. I mean, we got some road games after San Fran, like Dallas on Sunday night, of course, in Dallas. Not too high on that game. And then Seattle on the road. That's a little tough, little road trip there. But come back home, Christmas Day, Giants, Week 16. I'd love to go to that game, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. And here's an interesting fact. When was the last time we played on Christmas Day?
It was on the year we won the Super Bowl, 2017, against the Raiders.
Yep, 19-10. So is that something? I don't know.
I said to the wifey, I said, if there's some way financially we could spin it and I get my my passport, that's the game I want to go to. I want to go to the New York Giants versus the Philadelphia Eagles on Christmas Day. That would be the best.
I think Mac, the Giants fan, is going.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, part of the network of Hardcore Sports, Mac the Giant. Shout out to him. Yeah, he's going to that game. So, yeah, I'd probably link up with him and chill with him and shoot the shit. Well,
I mean, an Eagles fan versus celebrate it. So I might go to that. I don't celebrate it.
Yeah, I mean, also, Randy, if you ever do come to, have a vacation you want to schedule to Philly to do a game, you can DM me and ask me like where to stay, and I can help you find like a really good deal so like it will work for you financially. Like I'll recommend you I'll let you know if look certain areas are like good to stay at, and like find some good deals, good stuff for you to do and stuff, like a good area to do stuff and everything. So
I end up getting there and getting situated in the hood. I can handle myself, but the boys are different down there, so who knows what might happen.
Get you somewhere that's good. And yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm good. I'm really good at that. Like I do all the planning for trips for me
okay.
and my fiance, so like I'm good at finding good deals. And since I want to like have you at a game, like I want you to experience that. Like I really, I really would like love to, give you some suggestions to like make you maybe really consider it harder and harder. So I can find you telling you that much. So yeah.
Okay. I got you. I heard. Don't be afraid when that DM starts getting lit up, though.
Absolutely. Tell me the dates.
But no, for real though. Like if I ever got to a game, just like FYI fans, just be aware. It's gonna be R-rated, and I probably won't have my voice for the second quarter because I'll be screaming so much. So,
I mean, you gotta go to the 4th and John tailgate.
I'll be going to everything, man. I probably won't even remember half the game. I'll be so intoxicated. But
yeah, that's another thing.
There would be unbelievable.
You'll sober up with a cheesesteak real quick and back to drinking. Don't you worry. They're so greasy, dude. That's what they're for.
That's another thing, though. Like we got people that know tailgates. So if you actually do come as well, not only like I could help you find an affordable spot to stay, hopefully, but somewhere like get you to tailgates and stuff for sure. Like meet up and we'll show you the lots, baby. Come on, Mitch, absolutely. You get your ass in the game too. God,
I'm trying.
And further too. I mean, shit. All of us.
I gotta get back.
I need to. But I'm keep on going to Sixers games. I don't know if we're gonna do.
I went to Game 6. It was horrendous.
You were there?
I was there at Game 6. Yeah.
Oh, bro! Oh my God.
Fourth quarter. Oh.
Did you leave early or no?
No, I stayed till the end, and a Celtics fan was chirping out the door, and I was pretty intoxicated. So I kind of turned around and stared him down, and my friend had. It was fun. I had a good time. It was a fun time, but
where were your seats at? Where were your seats?
Pretty high up. Not bad, not a bad view or nothing. I don't think there's a bad seat in any stadium that has the energy that it had.
Absolutely.
Definitely had the energy, and I got the tickets for a pretty good price for a playoff game. So
nice. Like if you had to go to if you went to like the Eagles game and you had to stand the whole time, I could never do that. I can't stand for the whole time. No.
Oh, I could stand.
Yeah, you don't have to stand for the whole time at all. No, not at all. But you do get up on third down and get loud. But on offense, you don't want to. No one's cheering because you got to be quiet for the offense. So.
Yeah. Let's go Giants. There's Jeff. Let's go Giants.
That's your team.
Jeff, just wait for Christmas Day and the last game.
I will say though, I do respect the Giants in the sense that I love this game, and they took down the Giant twice, and the Giant I call the cheating son of a bitch, Tom Brady. So shout out to you guys, but just let it be known we don't roll over for anybody, and we come and again this year. Boston Scott 3.0. Let's go. Let's get it, boys. Let's get it.
Come on.
So, how do you guys feel about Seattle?
That's going to be an interesting game.
That's going to be really interesting. I think my guy Paul said he's going to that game.
Oh, Bo?
No, Paul. He was in the chat. Foothills.
Foothills, yeah.
Foothills, yeah. I think he's going to that. So, Geno Smith, DK Metcalf. Whew, that's going to be a good one.
Potentially a healthy.
Skipping games. I feel like
who's
we're
running back.
Well, we don't need to go through the Cowboys again.
All right.
Like we'll go back to the Chiefs at the end.
Yeah.
Like, do we really need to go through both of the Cowboys, especially away? Like, but yeah, with Seattle, that's gonna be who's their running back?
Kenneth Walker III.
I forgot about that.
And then they messed around with us, and then they drafted Zach Charbonnet. So they got a two-headed monster back there.
Yeah.
And then they got Noah Fant, the tight end, when they made the trade with Russell Wilson. They got the tight end from Denver, Noah Fant, and he's pretty solid. So they got weapons all around now.
Geno Smith, didn't he win like the most improved or something like that? Didn't he win?
Wasn't that the award he had won this year or something? Yeah.
I know he won an award, and people had him as their dark horse for MVP because how well he played. Now they're giving him weapons. he's going to be good, maybe fantasy-wise, but who knows? Yeah. You know what? Just because of further, let's go back to the Chiefs. Because I know he was like, we're skipping games.
Gino. Huh? Gino won comeback player of the year.
It was comeback. Okay. For some reason, I thought it was most improved, but that's only NBA.
Yeah,
but
it's all good.
Anyway, how do you guys feel about the Chiefs?
Sky Moore.
I know everyone keeps saying, sorry to interrupt, but everyone keeps saying revenge game. I'm sorry. The only revenge game is us facing them in the Super Bowl. That's the revenge game.
Yeah.
This game is just a regular season game. I mean, shit, if we end up beating them, they're still going to look at us and go, we got this ring, and they're going to flash it in our face. So until we face them again in the Super Bowl, that's the revenge game.
Yeah.
But this isn't, I wasn't talk about this game, Mitch.
What's up, Snoops?
Yeah, Juice. Ha ha. Funny. Juice, don't even get me started on your Pelicans and Saints. Don't even get me started.
Oh my God, you almost made me joke.
Hey, they need Zion for their offensive line. But yeah, the Chiefs, that's gonna be insane. What is that? A 4-15? No, it's a night game, right? It's a night game.
Which one?
The Chiefs. It's a night game.
Jeff or Tom? Is the Chiefs game a night game?
Yes, it is.
Monday Night Football.
Ooh.
Yep. Here we go.
Oh, zoom down.
What's up, Ron? What's up, Alex?
Hey,
What's
guys.
up, Cool Cat? What's up, Ron? What's up, Juice?
Hey,
What's up,
Juice.
Alexander?
Jalen freaking Hurts is the Saints' daddy.
Shout out to everybody.
We'll put it on prime time.
Make sure y'all give a drop on everybody's channel. Links in the chat and in the description. We're all live. Thank you, everybody.
Appreciate it. But Mahomes versus Hurts. Oh my God. Monday night. Hopefully I don't work in Tuesday morning.
That's gonna be an interesting game.
Yeah, they got Rashee Rice from SMU, so they got that guy.
Didn't you say that was coming off a bye week too? The Eagles are going to have a bye week.
Eagles are coming off a bye week, yes.
And then going away to the Chiefs to this Monday Night Football game.
And then we got 2 home games in a row. So
I forgot about that.
It's very possible we could win.
Away, home.
But they do have normally a home field advantage. I think it'll be a great game. I think it'll be one of the best games of the year.
It'll be
a high scoring game. I don't know why. I feel like it's going to be a high scoring game.
Oh yeah.
I think this game, I might actually not agree with you guys in a sense. I feel like this game is actually going to be filled with lots of turnovers. I feel like both quarterbacks are going to try to establish their will and say, listen, like, what you saw in the Super Bowl is not an anomaly. I can do better than you. And everyone kept saying after the Super Bowl, oh, Patrick Mahomes had a good game, but Jalen Hurts outperformed him. Look at his stats, blah, blah, blah. So I think that's going to affect Patrick Mahomes, not in the mental state, but in the performance state, that he's going to want to go up there and try to outperform Jalen Hurts. And with that being said, so will Jalen Hurts. He'll try to outperform Patrick Mahomes. And obviously, I'm not hoping for my guy to throw interceptions, but to sit here and think that he's not would be asinine. So, I'm going to keep it real. I think he might throw 2 picks, but Patty's probably going to throw 4. So
there were some Eagles content creators out there going like, oh, he's going to throw 30 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 17-0 until proven otherwise.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
He hates me when I do that. But it's not me. You said that.
Yeah. Per game.
No, that's me, the proven otherwise.
Yeah, so who's that one player on defense the Eagles should worry about in this game? Isn't there didn't they get someone recently?
They drafted Felix Uzama from Kansas State, and that guy was a projected, top 20 pick, and he fell all the way to 31st. So, he's supposed to be a monster coming off the edge. So, them. And then they, in the second round, they drafted Rashee Rice from SMU, that wide receiver. So they got Patty Mahomes, potentially another weapon. So listen, because that man don't need much time to get the ball to somebody. He will find somebody in the ball, right? So, I mean, at this point, it's just a matter of how good can Sean decides scheme up against him and whether or not we can get pressure and get home. So it's gonna be a good game either way. Win or loss, it's gonna be a good game.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine if we lose this game, the whole Eagles Twitter is gonna go crazy.
Oh my God, yeah. I might have to. I actually might leave Twitter for a week after that because they might just. They might be saying shit that we might not want to hear.
I mean, the Chiefs fans are quiet though.
They are. They're respectable, man. They will. I give them that. Like, shoot, you seen the videos after the Super Bowl? They're just quiet, like walking to the car, like nothing happened. Like they just went and saw an opera show, and they're just enjoying themselves and whatnot. And it's like Eagle fans, like, we fucking lost. Screw you. You guys suck. Patrick Mahomes is garbage. It's like, oh, chill, bro. Fuck. Like, so yeah, no, I you're right, Mitch. They definitely they know how to respect themselves and other people for sure.
It's not like the Niners. Like the Niners fans, bro. It's insane.
Sorry, platform.
Funny. Debo, that whole thing. Bruh. I'm getting so tired of that.
Talk about butthurt, man. Like, shut up. Like,
yeah. So really quick, we went through the schedule. What's your early prediction for the record? I think mine was 12-5. I think for us this year, that's going to be kind of tough to repeat that last year.
13-4.
13-4. Okay. All right.
oh, yeah.
And what about you? Didn't you have the same one as me, or weren't you 11-6?
I was 11-6.
You were 11-6. Okay.
Yeah.
And Randy?
Sorry, I just got some UFC breaking news. Holy shit.
Wow.
Dustin Poirier versus Gaethje 2, but the two top lightweights are going to battle for the BMF, so they're going to battle for the baddest motherfucker belt. So apparently that's up for grabs now since Jorge Masvidal stepped out of the ring. And then Alex Pereira is going to fight Jan Blachowicz in the co-main event for the light heavyweight. So he's going up to light heavyweight.
Oh shit! That's
that's huge news. But yeah, sorry.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
My floor for the Eagles is 11-6. My ceiling for the Eagles is 13-4.
Okay, I was 12-5. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy with anything in between, like honestly, because I'm gonna temper my expectations based on what we lost, what we gained, who's in the building, and just everything in between the schedule and the opponent and what.
I mean, we just gotta wait for June 1st. The cuts.
Yeah. Yes. That's gonna be very interesting. By the way, me and Mitch and somebody else are thinking about potentially streaming that day. So because we feel like there's going to be some moves definitely made that day because teams are going to want to shed some cap to try to potentially make moves or have moves for the future. So be able to look up
Thursday.
I think it's a Thursday. Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God. I mean, I got work, but I'll come back doing that. But oh my God, June 1st, bro. June 1st. Is that going to be as big as the free agency? I don't know. I doubt it.
No.
Guys that get cut after June 1st are all like, a lot of them are just old, like guys that you probably wouldn't want. Like
older dudes.
But the Eagles are at 89 players on their roster. And even after signing Rambo, they actually cut a guy to sign him. So they're still at 89. So they could just be keeping that open and make a move. I saw a report today that Ndamukong Suh isn't signing with the team till after training camp. So keep an eye on him to come back to Philly just for another run if he wants to be a depth guy on the D-line, which I think we could definitely use, depending on how Kentavious Street looks and Milton Williams step he takes. So I think there's going to be options, but June 1st isn't usually like some sort of like hectic day. Exactly. So I don't remember it being that. So
I don't either. It's just like with Dalvin Cook might be cut. It's just like I just want to know where he'll go.
And he'll sign some sort of 1-year deal with the team, and like these guys all get like 1-year deals, and usually it's like half of them suck and half of them suck.
You mean like the Garner Johnson deal?
Watch him go to the Cowboys.
No, but CJ was like a free agent. Like he's a young player. Like the June 1st cuts are like usually guys that are like there's a reason they're being cut.
They want to get rid of. They want to shed some of that, excess garbage and make room for the new stuff they just drafted or whatnot. Yeah,
and it's like a salary cap thing, and sometimes
plus
like
money saved. Yeah,
sometimes the team will just do it as a technicality, and then they'll re-sign the guy right away to a cheaper deal. So it's like they've already agreed that like he's just taking a pay cut. So maybe Minnesota does that with Dalvin Cook, and he wants to just end up back there. But guys like Dalvin Cook and Ezekiel Elliott, they're probably just going to be guys that catch on in training camp, and it's just another guy that you hope stays healthy and gives you a little bit of production. But it's crazy that Ezekiel Elliott's still a free agent. So.
It still is weird though that they removed him from their banner and put Alexander Madison. If they're going to re-sign him, it makes you really wonder something's up there.
Probably feels pretty like disrespected by them for not giving him another deal. So he's like, whatever, I'm just going to go sign somewhere else. And he won't get much more than what the Vikings probably were going to offer him if they wanted to bring him back. But he's like, nah, I'm just going to do it elsewhere. Kind of like CJ disrespected by us and went to the Lions for a cheaper deal. So
I mean, shoot, the running back market isn't really that open in a sense, and there's not a lot of people in need, especially after the draft now. So
look at like the Seahawks. They just like randomly have now Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet. Like that's a sick running back room, and like you wouldn't have even thought that years ago. Like you would have been like, oh man, they could use a guy like Dalvin Cook. And like 2 years after, they have two guys that you think Seattle would be interested in Dalvin Cook? Probably not, right? They have two, like, you know what I mean? Every team has like young, good running back. Like, I wouldn't want him on the Eagles at all.
No.
Wait, who was that?
Sorry, they also went and got the running back out of Georgia as well in the same draft. They drafted Kenny McTavish. So they got Kenneth Walker, they got Zach Charbonnet, and then they got McTavish. So it's McIntosh. So just wow, depth.
Dalvin Cook isn't like because you got so many young talented guys at that position. Dalvin Cook is 20, supposed to be in their prime, but they're that's what they're running back like. That's what it is. So I wouldn't want Dalvin Cook if that's going to be something people talk about if he gets cut. I don't think the Eagles have any business buying that guy.
Yeah, I don't want him either. Yeah, there's no need. He's too injured.
Which guy again? Who?
Dalvin Cook.
Oh. Yeah. We don't need him. We got Swift for basically nothing.
Swift and Rashad Penny, and then you have Kenny Gainwell. Like, I mean, you don't need a 28-year-old running back. Not a lot of teams do. That's what we're saying. Like, Seahawks have a good backfield. You just think and just name a random team, and like you could probably figure like they don't really need the guy. Honestly, so many teams that like don't need him. So, he'll get a deal, but I mean, it's.
Why do I feel like he'll go to be with his brother? That'll be funny.
That'd be a cool pickup for the Bills. Like it's going to be like a win now team or like Jacksonville, where they're like, maybe give him a shot with ETN, and we just need another weapon in our offense, like something like that. But it won't be like the Eagles. I don't even think people are talking about Dallas. I don't even think Dallas will get him. Like,
no, I don't think so either.
They like, and so I just don't think it'll be as hot. The market for like any of these guys is going to be as hot as you'd think just based off their names and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, where's Ezekiel Elliott going?
Exactly.
Good question. He's probably going to be a guy that some team signs in camp when one of their running backs get hurt. Like that's what happens to those guys.
Yeah.
Wait, what school did he go to?
That's sad, but it's true.
Zeke, Ohio State.
Thank you. I'm Michigan. Please don't take him. Anybody, please don't.
Zeke.
Yeah.
Flyer on Zeke. Somebody will.
Yeah, someone will take him.
Not mine. That's all I care about.
We're not taking him.
Dude, I've been seeing tweets like, we needed Zeke. This was before we got Swift. Like, we need Zeke. I'm like, no, we don't.
We kind of got Rashad Penny for the same thing. Just goal line, like big back, short yardage. Yeah. But Rashad Penny's very versatile. He can break big runs too. So I hope he stays healthy. It's going to be a fun year for our backfield. But I'm glad we got our running back situation set. So.
Yeah. And I'm just nervous with Rashad Penny and his health.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I'm nervous about.
Yeah.
He's probably going to re-sign with the Cowboys for cheap eventually.
That's possible.
If that happens, god dang. It's not his team anymore. It's Pollard's.
Yeah,
Yep.
more of a role playing back, but
Yeah.
see.
I mean, could the Saints, you think? I mean, they do have Kamara, but no one knows what's going to happen with him.
Jamal Williams. They just signed Jamal Williams.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, nix that. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, Zeke's gonna have to wait.
That's what we're saying. You name a team and they got somebody there.
Yeah, it's like, he's gonna have to literally wait, like Tom said.
Running backs are not.
Who's the Ravens running back?
J.K. Dobbins.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
I'm
good.
just trying to think of something.
Yeah.
Like it's tough.
I mean,
I would say yes, but no.
It's gonna be no way. It's gonna be a team that like either has an injury or just like needs a guy to like fit with another guy. Like the Bills are a good call for that. I know they have a couple young guys there, but maybe they could. They sign a cheap Damian Harris. Like they could definitely use like another back. So that'd be cool for them to get Dalvin Cook. That'd be awesome.
Pollard might not be ready for week 1. He broke his leg late last season.
I think he's fine. It's just
I think it'll be fine.
He should be good by training camp. Yeah.
It's just a broken leg. Who cares?
Good. I mean, if it was an ACL, then maybe. But who knows? But what do you guys want to talk about Doc Rivers now? He just issued like a statement.
Oh, what the hell did he say?
He was like, guys, thank you for everything you've done for me. You taught me how to be more tough and all that. You're really commitment to the city and all that. That's basically what he just said. And everyone in the comments was going, appreciate you, Doc. You did great and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, this is not the Philly fans I know.
You did great.
You did great. Outside the basketball court, you're nice and all that. Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Coaching carousel continues.
Huh?
The coaching carousel continues.
Yeah. Who's the next one to be fired?
Yeah. Whoever gets eliminated in the next 2 series.
My friend's a Knicks fan, and I was texting him, do you think Thibodeau's going to get fired? He said Game 6 saved his job. So, I think Thibodeau's staying with the Knicks. There's like no other coach. I think that's pretty much it. Unless someone loses in the playoffs. Like if the Celtics, they're not. Actually, no, they're not. The Heat, no. The Nuggets, no. Who the Lakers? Maybe because of LeBron. That's the only coach I could think of. Lakers. Unless I'm forgetting about some other team.
No.
Yeah. So before we go off, do you guys have any like hot takes for this season for the Eagles?
A little early for that. I'm gonna save it.
Yeah, no, but it's just like for me, I always talk about that. Like for me, it's just like, oh, okay, I like the way you're thinking, all that BS.
Actually, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Unlike the previous Super Bowl, right? Going into the next season, I have a lot more confidence after this Super Bowl going into the next season. I do actually see us considering, I'm not going to say Super Bowl yet. I'm saying at least going into the postseason, making the playoffs. Now, do we get that bye week? I don't know. But I do know that we'll get at least that wild card. We'll make the postseason.
So you don't have us winning the division, you think?
That is up to there's
like
there's
you said,
a lot
wild
of, there's a
card.
lot of give, but there's a whole. It's so early and there's a lot of give and take on that.
You said
I can say that right now and sound like a complete lunatic, and then
hey, that's
week
the whole
one
point
we
of
lose
YouTube.
everyone on the
Dude,
team.
I've been
to complete
clipped
injury.
for saying stuff I said. Like
you said hot takes, so he gave you a hot take.
that is.
I mean, I think honestly,
that is a hot take. You're not wrong.
I mean, but honestly, like I feel so much more confident unlike 2017, 18 Super Bowl. Then after that, we lost half the team. They all retired, moved on. We literally were on scraps. This we have the whole team virtually back and then some and then gotten better. I mean, I feel
I'd say we're going back to the Super Bowl is my hot take, but that's just me.
I can't go that far. I can't go that far, but I'll say at least bye week and we'll get the divisional. I just don't see anyone in the NFC that scares me. Does anyone in the NFC scare you?
My hot take, I say
Take
Swift will
everyone
have
off the
300
AFC,
rushing yards.
our competitors off the board. Just think NFC. Does anyone scare you on this panel?
200 rushing yards, week 1, 4 touchdowns. Is that what you're saying, Randy?
No, I said Swift will have 300 rushing yards within less than 4 games, and he'll have just as much touchdowns. He'll have about 6 touchdowns. That's my hot take.
Oh wow!
So,
Right.
So we're gonna literally show that we we don't need Robinson and we're good. Don't you worry.
Oh God!
If that really happens, that's literally showing everyone in the whole NFL like, yeah, go ahead, have Robinson.
Yeah,
We're fine.
Randy drafted him. And I said that was a reach.
I did. I
That would
drafted
be
him in our
fantastic.
Hey, I drafted a guy that might go to jail.
Gonna have a
I
good
drafted Kamara.
in our early fantasy draft. I took him the 2nd or 3rd round.
I think you
Third
took
round?
him third.
What's
Yeah,
great
3rd
is
round.
that
Yeah.
even if Swift,
Huh? What's up?
Yeah.
a good pick.
That's what I
round.
thought. That's what I thought. I
was
was like,
just
BJ Robinson's still there. I was like, okay.
Third
take it.
round.
I
Yeah,
got hurt.
like he picked him
Yeah.
with his first pick, and I'm like, all right, that's like, it's like
No,
risky,
no.
but it's risky. But I'd still probably take Bijan in the first round. Like he's gonna get the ball 300 times. What do you mean?
I got
Cordero
Eckler. I
Patterson
got
there?
Eckler with my first pick. I got
It's
Eckler with my
shit about Cordell Patterson. The guy's like 31. They just picked
He's
Bijan.
34. He's 34. He's 34.
I didn't know how old he was.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
No, they're good.
Overall. Like they're gonna give that dude the ball.
They're gonna
Yeah.
use John Robinson the bell cow, Mitch. They're gonna use him like
Who's
you've
their
never
wide
seen
receiver that
before.
they got?
They
Isn't
got-
it Drake
they-
Drake
London?
London.
They
London.
have some young talent, but
They got
Bijan,
Pitts too.
like running back, they have like explosive wise. They have a back last year that actually had 1,000 yards. Tyler Algier.
Tyler Algier.
Yeah.
Not going to be anything but like a spell back. Bijan's getting all the carries out of that backfield. He's getting 18 carries a game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Third round.
That's why I drafted. That's why I drafted him. I was like,
Because I didn't know Cordero Patterson was 34. I thought he was
Yeah,
like 30 at least.
no,
Still-
he's old.
Still, are you giving Bijan Robinson the bench for a 30-year-old? Like, come on, no.
Especially
No,
with
I
the-
know he's starting
with
and they're
the
going to use
top 10
Cordero
pick.
Patterson for like the wide receiving. I know that for a fact. Like a
They'll
receiving
use
back.
more. They'll use Cordell Patterson more with the return game and the gadget plays and maybe some slot receiving so like he can get in routes where he can just get the ball quick. That's when they'll use Cordell Patterson for sure.
Bijan's like the core of their offense right now. Like, they
I
have a
mean, were
young.
you guys shocked that they drafted him? I thought he was going to be.
I wasn't shocked, but I was odd a little bit because I was like, they probably could have used somebody else there. But then I was like, but then I get the player because he's a stud.
I heard rumblings of like them liking him a lot, and I was like, man, they're probably just going to take him. Like, I mean, it's you have Desmond Ridder as your starting quarterback. Like, what do you need around him? Like reliable players that are going to make plays and take some pressure off him. So I think that's why they picked him. Bijan and Kyle Pitts and Drake London. That's like their new core offense. It's sick.
Now I'm just waiting for their quarterback.
Get a new guy.
Secretly, I was hoping for that the fact that like the Bulldogs were playing basically in Atlanta's backyard in their stadium. I was hoping they would have took Jalen Carter and then the Eagles would have drafted Bijan Robinson because then our offense would have been basically unstoppable. There would have been no reason you could stop us.
I'm glad we got Jalen Carter, but I'm glad we got Jalen Carter, but I'm just glad we got one of the two of the guys. You know, they went 8th and 9th, and we got one of them. So thankful for that because those were the two guys I wanted more than anyone at that pick. Like I needed one of the two. I had to have one of the two. Everyone else is a step below level wise. Like we got Nolan Smith at 30, and I was talking about I wanted him to be our pick, and Carter wasn't there. So like that's just we got a guy on that top level. So I'm like, all right, that's fine with me. Like long as we just got one. Because imagine Chicago takes Jalen Carter after Bijan goes 8th, and then we're sitting there at 10 and we don't have either one of those guys. Like that, I'm so mad.
I really wonder where the brass was gonna go if that actually happened. I was like,
who was the other guy you wanted, Randy? Wasn't there another player you wanted at that pick?
I wanted Kalijah Cansey. I really wanted Kalijah Cansey.
Okay. I knew it was somebody.
I was like, I was like, if Jalen Carter gets taken in the top 5, because that's what I thought was going to happen because of the player that he is. What's up, Coach? Thanks for popping in, bro.
Hey, Coach.
I was like, well, if we can land potentially Nolan Smith, but I wanted us to trade back from 10 to like 15, get some more picks in the later round. But listen, like, I don't know what I'm doing. Howie does because he's the fucking master. But I wanted us to trade back, and then we could have got Nolan Smith, and then used our 30th and drafted Kalijah Cansey because I thought maybe he could have been a stud in the middle for us if Carter
and
got
look
taken.
How the whole thing went. Like it didn't go that way at all. Like completely. That's what I thought. Like it was going to be a back burner situation, and it did not turn out that way.
Ringo too, the Keely Ringo pick. Like, listen, the kid's not like obviously he was projected top first round, potentially like early second, like within the first couple picks, but he never got picked because his issue, and I kept seeing video about it. He has a hard time. He has really stiff hips, so he has a hard time breaking in or out a route with a wide receiver, which causes him to either get PI penalty calls or a receiver gets caught wide open. So what I think the Eagles are going to do, instead of using him as a corner, is they're going to use him as a box or a free safety. So they're going to use him as a guy in the back end, right? And why not? He's got ball hawk skills. He's proven it. He did it in the goddamn championship game when he caught the interception and he ran it all the way back home, even though apparently his coach was telling him to fall down. But the boys on the field said, no, go to the house. Go to the house. But yeah, that was a solid pick itself. So
how are they last thing, and then I'm gonna end it. How are they letting Howie Roseman do this? How?
Gotta do.
I don't know if it's a matter of like they're letting Howie do it. I think it's just a matter of where we fell in the draft based on trades and moves made, but team needs just were greater for greater for them, than us, in a sense that we were lucky that the top 4 or potentially 5 picks were going to be quarterbacks. Because if that never happened, Jalen Carter's getting taken by one of those teams and maybe another corner or something else like that. But everything fell the way they did because so many teams were quarterback hungry. So, you could say like, oh, the teams let it, but I mean, the board itself let it happen because, I mean, the guys were there and they were available. They just didn't take them because their team needs were greater than the player that was available. So, no luck, just great job by Howie and everybody else because, and like I said, we don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, it's a good pick right now because of the college production and everything else, but we don't know what might happen, 5 years or 10 years down the road. But right now, they're calling us winners. Who's to say 10 years down from the road, they're saying, shit, the Eagles made one of the worst moves and, they could have used that pick on X and they let him fall all the way to 17 or 21 or whatever, or whoever they're going to compare him to. So we don't know until we see him on the field. We can just hope that they can come out and prove. If they can live up to half of the tape that they proved in college, look out NFL. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. All right, you guys got anything before I end it? Because Randy and I are going to be live again in like 25 minutes.
Yeah, I got to eat dinner.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. All right, guys, we'll catch you all later. Make sure you like, subscribe. Can't wait for the Eagles, bro. I can't wait for that season. So we'll catch you all later. Fly, Eagles, fly, and peace.